Hello everyone, I am Grand Master Priyadharshan Kannappan and you are watching in the Chess Gyaan channel. And the episode we have been talking about is going to be like the weak G3 square. And this is like the fourth episode on this particular topic. We have covered extensively about this topic in the previous three episodes. So if you haven't yet checked it out, please go and check that out. So this is going to be the last episode on this particular topic. So it's kind of going to be like a mini test, if I have to say. So the position that you see on the board looks like white is completely lost. White is a piece down and so on. But I think it's a good example to show like how this whole weak G3 concept works in this game. So white, as expected, like the topic, white went G3 and black goes queen F3. We have seen it countless number of times. This white square complex near the king gets really weak once you make a move like G3. So after queen F3, D5. If you guessed that black is playing bishop h3 in this position, brilliant, because you've understood the concept really well. Because after bishop h3, and white can't do anything about it after queen c6, if you are going to think of like, should I checkmate my opponent or should I win this material on f1, no doubt you should checkmate your opponent. Checkmating is way better than winning some material. So that's queen g2 on the board and black won this game. So let's move on to the next example here. The position here, it's white to play, and white could have just played something like rook e4 in this position, but still, black definitely has a lot of pressure after queen g6. But instead, white played this deadly, very bad move, g3, and I'm pretty sure you all would have guessed now. In the previous positions, the bishop went to h3, but here, white, because of white going g3, black pawn goes h3, and now this bishop is also pretty much dead. And we know after rook e4 what black would be playing, and that is queen f3, and after queen e2, queen g2 checkmate, and it's game over basically. So let's move on to the next example. So here, there's a big attack on the g2 pawn. White has to make some decision, and like if white doesn't defend g2 pawn, it's a checkmate in one, right? And unfortunately, white doesn't have this move rook e8, which looks like a background checkmate idea, but this queen on g6 controls the square firmly. So if I was playing white, I would most likely go rook g1 over here. But then black has some really nice moves, like, try to increase the pressure on g2. So pause the video and guess what you would play if you were playing with the black pieces. If you guessed that you would play bishop d7, very good. You understood the concept really well, because after bishop c6, g2 pawn is facing immense pressure from the c6 to g2. But in the game, white played g3, and g3, as we all know, is not such a great move in most instances according to the examples that we have seen, right? So black goes queen h5, and now he's threading a checkmate on the h2 pawn, and after h4, queen f3 check, king g1, queen g2 checkmate. I hope you have understood the scenarios where g3 just becomes a terrible decision if you play as white pieces, because when there's no bishop to put it on g2 or to flank it, the weaknesses you create on f3, h3, g2, h1, f1 is too huge, and black can exploit if he has like a bishop or a pawn on h3 with the queen going to f3. So I'll see you all with a different video on a different topic soon. Bye-bye. Signing off as Grand Master Priyadharshan Kannappan. Please subscribe to the channel and hit the bell button, and so that you can get instant notifications.